right. On the air, let's see. What do we got? Make sure AT&T has his stats up. AT&T stats are up. I need to check audio. The audio should be good. Greetings, everybody. All right, so we are back here again, network testing, and we have Verizon AT&T and T-Mobile back in their rightful positions, and we're going to be doing my alpha route. I did it out of order. I'm sorry. I thought that I had enough data, but I didn't do it this way on my route alpha. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, let's pull this up. This route is going to take us from the Fort Washington area over through DC Spine, down through southeast DC, near a bad spot for all three carriers. So this is the reason why I chose this route. It's bad for all three. So there's no advantages for any of them. So I can get face unlocked. So they're bad for all three. For T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T. Is right near Homeland Security. So they actually created a null zone, kind of a bad blind spot for all three carriers. They don't allow cellular frequencies near Homeland Security, so it literally creates a drop-off zone near Homeland Security, which is a government installation. So the more sensitive government installation, the more finicky radio signals are going to be. So this takes us through. I'm going to probably modify this route a little bit and go through the neighborhoods that before I get the RFK Stadium, which they supposed to be demoing it this year. So right now we have AT&T in the bright orange, T-Mobile rocking the hot pink, and Verizon rocking that baby blue. So let's zoom in so you can see what the network speeds we're dealing with today. So remember, AT&T is left, T-Mobile is center, and Verizon is to the right. Alright, so what do we have? Verizon is rocking the N77 from the same exact spot. That's one of the reasons why I'm choosing this spot, is because it gives them all the same chance to perform. So there's no advantages or disadvantages for any of them. T-Mobile is at 490 down and 99 up. Verizon is at 29 down and 16 up. I expect better from that N77, but they might I'm gonna go ahead and say it for all the Verizon people, they're still working on it, quote unquote. And AT&T is at 83 down and 29 up. All right, so let's get started. I'll put my seatbelt on. Make sure the camera don't move a whole lot. Don't hit the pedestrians. All right, so let's check out the performance. So Verizon is rocking band 66 with, it was in 77, but right now it's just only in band 66. T-Mobile is on deck with the N41. They might be doing two carriers of N41 or N41 and N25. I know it's present over here, but I don't know what the iPhone does for this deployments. You can't really tell in its service menu. And AT&T is 126 down and 23 up. I'm not going to be able to look at the pings because the screen is too small for it. So go back, take a look at it. The pings, they look decent. Verizon's in the 30s, T-Mobile's under 20, and AT&T's in the low 20s. Oh, this light is long. You're getting ready to turn left? All right. I gotta wait for this big truck to turn left. Even though it doesn't have N77, Verizon's still churning it out. We're at 82 down, and it's going to be the high 20s, low mid 20s for Verizon. AT&T still doing pretty good. I want to remind everybody, these are the top tier plans for the three carriers. So this is the Elite, that is the Get More, and this is the Magenta Max for T-Mobile. I gotta wait for this truck. Come on, Mr. Truck Man, go ahead. So we're directly comparing the top tier plans for the commercial side, not the commercial, but for the consumer side. Their access to the network is going to be a little bit different from each other, since, you know, they're different companies. But how do they perform? That's the question. Let's pull that up for the iPhone. Getting ready to jump on the freeway. I think I've solved my power problem. The last go round, when I did the last run, I think that I was having power issues, so the iPhone was acting up. I don't necessarily think it was a network performance problem. I think it was a power problem. So I think I've solved it. Alrighty. We're on the freeway. Right now, all three are holding the stream. I want people to remember that the phones are providing the live stream. Each phone is holding a section of this live stream available. So the performance is directly proportionate to what you're seeing on the screen for each carrier. So when I get up here to this junction, I'm not crossing into Virginia. I'm going into DC. Alright, so right along here is normally where they start acting up. Let's see what it looks like. AT&T is holding on, but not giving me any upload though. They gave me some download, but no upload. So right now it's only Verizon and T-Mobile providing the upstream for the video. There's N77 here now. The RSRP for the N77, it looked like it jumped up to at least 116, negative 116 on N77. AT&T, no N5. Come on by, buddy. Come on by. Alright, so there's no antenna tower except for another quarter mile. It's at the water treatment plant. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, this is a blind spot for them. All three performance dropped all through here. That directly correlates with the coverage. Alright, so AT&T's at 5 down, 17 up. T-Mobile's at 149 down and 10 up. And Verizon's at 18 down and 32 up. Rush hour traffic is starting, so the other side is backed up right now. But they do have N77 along here. last time I drove this route, they didn't have it. So they're starting to put it in. If you're curious about the performance difference for N77 for Verizon, go to the playlist, and I've done this route without N77 being present. I might drive the next time I'll come back through here again. Come back over here and drive near Homeland Security, but today is not that day. Alright, so in a few moments, the coverage is going to start acting up. So take a look at Speedify. And Speedify is probably going to start fluctuating a lot more as we get closer towards Homeland Security. They got N5 for Verizon, for AT&T. There's no N77 for Verizon over here from what I could tell yet. Let's go ahead and hit it. All right, there go that performance. So this is a pre-manufactured blind spot by the carriers. As you can see, all three are performing very badly. They created a blind spot for the for performance. All right, so AT&T is at 0.6 down and 1.64 up. T-Mobile's at 13 down and 3 up. And Verizon is at 5 down and 7 up. Alright, so who is holding us up right now? AT&T is holding us up right now. T-Mobile is struggling and Verizon is struggling. AT&T finds a way to find some megabit somewhere to give us. Alright, so we're passing Homeland Security now. Let's see what it looks like as we're passing. I've got to get from behind this bus. Alright, so the life should be jumping back into the carriers now. I got 18 down, 11 up for AT&T, 161 down and 53 up for T-Mobile, and 13 down and 56 up for Verizon. Verizon is the one suffering today. Alright, so we got millimeter wave, so we're at N261. I don't see a node, so they must be bouncing it around. And We're not going downtown, but we're going through the neighborhood. All right. So if anybody that knows Washington D.C., so we're going to M Street Southeast, and I'm going up 11th, cut through the neighborhood, and go towards Potomac Avenue. That's if you know D.C. Alright, so we got N77 again. Let's see what the performance looks like. Hey, what's up, Ashay? I just looked at the comments. Two down and 30 up for Verizon. T-Mobile's at 487 down and 46 up, and AT&T's at 23 down and 11 up. They've got to be still working on it in my area. I'm not going to definitively say that is the prime result of N77. I've seen it perform way differently. And of course, I knocked the information down. Let's brighten this up. We got traffic today. Let's see what it looks like again. Remember that the cell phones in front of you are providing the live stream also. So what the performance you're seeing is the performance being provided for the live stream and the connectability to provide the live stream. All right, so we got N5 for AT&T. That's all we've got. 54 down, 22 up. The N5 is helping AT&T with their upload a lot better. T-Mobile is at 571 down and 74 up. And Verizon is at 188 down and 32 up. The RSRP is kind of high, but that's still manageable. It's at negative 104. You still should be able to pull 200 or 300 megs. I'll run this route again and come the same exact way. That way we can compare it. And what is causing the traffic today? So performance and the coverage is decent. So both T-Mobile and AT&T are doing no. Looks like T-Mobile and Verizon are doing good. AT&T is slacking off. For upload, let's see. Chapstick. All right. Verizon is still present for us, but the performance is not showing on Speedify. I got 154 down, 32 up. T-Mobile 549 down and 55 up. They've been pretty consistent. And AT&T is at 18 down and 10 up. Let's see what's the stream holding at for T-Mobile is 8 megs a second upload. We're at 8 megs a second for upload right now. And that's on just T-Mobile currently. I can't see the stats for Verizon and AT&T yet. And I know we're not moving too far, but somebody over here doesn't want to make a right-hand turn. So AT&T is not giving us a lot of juice, even though they're looking like they got some to give. Okay, so they're actually giving. Uh, 23 down, 23 up. We are near congestion for AT&T. T-Mobile's 449 down and 73 up. And Verizon N77 has showed up for dinner. 200 down and 31 up. All right. So coverage in DC is not bad. Let's see. We're not getting a lot of AT&T pool. We're getting more T-Mobile and Verizon. And once I can make this right hand turn, I'll be good. Still providing about 8 megs a second continuous for T-Mobile. That's on the iPhone. This is the most stat information I can find to provide for the iPhone, so must be an accident. Is there an accident? Nope, it's just traffic. Yeah, it's an accident. Alright. Now that we've been moving again, I'm not that far away, but now we're in the neighborhood of Southeast. Let's see what the performance looks like. Alright, Verizon 207 down, 34 up. T-Mobile's at 224 down, 49 up. N41 and 77 are starting to perform very similar. AT&T 49 down, 6 up. So they're performing very similar to each other now. For AT&T, there's no DOD in my area. That's the reason why I have the AT&T SIM in the newer phone, just to see if it starts picking up. Checking to see who has the advantage and who has the disadvantage. I think right now the battle is going to end up being between T-Mobile and Verizon. So we just hit millimeter wave. Let's check that again. They did put millimeter wave into this neighborhood. As you can see, we're on N261. The coverage shows, and Verizon upload has jumped through the roof. 349 down and 112 up. Millimeter wave is a lot better for uploads if you can densify your network for it. T-Mobile's at 524 down and 64 up. 68 up. My apologies. And Verizon in third place with 9 down and 2 up. Alright, so we're going to end this live stream at RFK Stadium. So as I get closer on the map, it should start showing where I am. They have started to roll out N77 a lot more in my area. A lot more than I thought. And Verizon is taking the cake on this one. 259 down and 3 up for Verizon, 9 down and 9 up for T-Mobile. There's that millimeter wave node directly in front of me. But that's something that I have noticed. When you're connected to N77, you do not connect to millimeter wave yet. That might come with a software update. And not to forget AT&T, 21 down and 6 up. So there's a metro stop right along here. Let's see what their performance looks like. Verizon went in and put millimeter wave nodes, but now they won't let you connect when you're connected to N77. Oh, let's see here. Lavendi. Verizon's the best, as usual. They're doing something. Alright. So they normally hold concerts through here. I think they had Broccoli Fest through here. So the coverage has to be on point because concerts come over here. The DC Armory holds a lot of events. So this side of town, and this is where the old Washington football team have to be politically correct. The old Washington football team played at, and they're thinking about bringing it back into the district, but they're going to tear down this stadium. So the performance has to be there. Man, we got traffic all over the place today. All right, so starting with T-Mobile on the iPhone, 389 down and 65 up. Verizon with N77 is 463 down, 22 up. And AT&T 61 down and 17 up. All right, so if you can see it on the picture, DC Armory is to the right hand side. So they hold a lot of events inside of there. It's a big auditorium, basically. It used to be an old military installation, reconverted. Coverage and performance is good through here. Once again, Verizon is still rocking N77. 349 down, 9 up. AT&T is 112 down and 25 up. And T-Mobile is at 412 down and 63 up. All right, so we're almost to the end. This is a circle that goes around the stadium. So they normally hold the concerts off to the right in the parking lot area. The stadium is too old now. You don't want to be in there. It's dangerous. Let's be kind and let people out. Alright, so we're coming around the stadium. Still holding N77. So they have covered the stadium, which needed to be covered. Alrighty. They need to fix these roads over here too. Alright. Last network testing. I gotta pull off to the side. Here we go. What is it like here at the stadium? This is where we're at. Can't see anything because of the trees. And right here at this spot, 573 down, 23 up for Verizon, and N77 is present. T-Mobile 539 down and 89 up. They are mirroring each other right now. So T-Mobile's got to be on N41 and N41. This got to be a double N41 deployment for them on NR. And AT&T finally decides to ingratiate us on 222 down and 36 up. So as you can see, these numbers are different from the last time I ran this route. I'm looking forward to see what the performance is going to look like again in probably another 2 to 3 months, maybe even 6 months down the road. That's what I'm documenting this for. But like, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Any comments from the looks of it? No, not a whole lot of comments. But thank y'all for watching. Leave your comments in the description or the comment section below, and I'll be happy to give you my opinion. Hold on. It's a lot of cables. Yeah, we're still green. All right, thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a good one.